What if truth didn't matter? What if two children disappeared and the silence around their story was louder than the investigation itself? That's where we are tonight. But before we step further into the shadows, I need to be brutally honest with you. Our last channel, the original criminal pattern, was wiped out. No warning, no strikes, nothing, just erased. A digital execution. Why? Because we dared to question. We dared to expose. We dared to speak for the voiceless. If you are listening right now, if you care at all about truth, about justice, about the voices of children who cannot defend themselves, then I need you to act. Not later. Not after this video ends. Right now, subscribe. Hit the bell. Share this video. Because if we don't protect this platform, if we don't push back against the silencing, then Lilly and Jack Sullivan's story dies with them. And I won't let that happen. Not here. Not with you watching. September 10th, 2025. Nova Scotia. It should have been a normal school night. Jack and Lilly Sullivan. Two children full of light, laughter and hope, tucked into their beds. Jack just 8 years old, afraid of the dark, his lamp glowing softly on the nightstand. Lilly, only 6, her butterfly drawing still taped to the wall. But when morning came, they were gone. Their beds empty, their voices silent, and a mother's scream echoed through the quiet neighborhood. Police rushed in. RCMP units fanned out across the town. Dogs tracked through fields, drones scanned overhead, divers searched rivers. Every second felt like a lifetime. Because when it comes to children, the first 24 hours can mean everything. But hour after hour passed, with nothing. No footprints, no broken locks, no trail, no sign of struggle. As if Jack and Lilly had been erased from existence. Enter Daniel Martell, their stepfather. From the very beginning, he was everywhere. Press conferences, interviews, telling police, test me, take my phone, check my car, hook me up to a polygraph. And according to reports, he passed. But public suspicion doesn't end with a machine reading. Because suspicion isn't data, it's instinct. And the public felt it. Why was he so calm? Why did his story shift in subtle but noticeable ways? Why did neighbors claim to hear things that didn't match the timeline he gave? Some said he looked like a grieving father trying to help. Others said he looked like a man trying too hard to look innocent. And the internet exploded. TikTok investigators slowed down every clip of Martell speaking. Did his eyes flicker? Did his voice crack at the wrong moment? Reddit threads ran thousands of comments long, dissecting his body language. But here's the thing. Internet trials don't convict. And in some ways, they cloud the truth. Because while everyone was busy judging his posture, the real evidence was quietly piling up. This is where the case takes its darkest turn. Despite 2 missing children, no Amber Alert went out immediately. Why? Police said there wasn't enough evidence of an abduction. That decision, a delay of precious hours, infuriated the family and Indigenous advocates across the province. They asked, since when do 2 kids vanish from their beds without it being suspicious enough? The grandmother's voice was heartbreaking. Jack was afraid of the dark. He wouldn't just wander outside. He couldn't even sleep without his nightlight. Yet officials hesitated. Time ticked away, and suspicion grew, not just toward Martell, but toward the RCMP itself. Was this incompetence, or something worse? And this is where names like Jake Harrow begin to surface. Whispers of secret negotiations, deals made behind closed doors, prosecutors protecting certain names, while other families sit in silence. What did Jake Harrow know? What was he shielded from? And why were legal teams bending over backward to keep certain details out of the public record? If justice is blind, then why does it always seem to see money, influence, and power so clearly? But let's not forget, this isn't just theory. These aren't just headlines. These are children. Jack, the boy who loved dinosaurs and couldn't sleep without a light on. Lilly, the girl who sketched butterflies and dreamed of becoming an artist. They are not symbols. They are not hashtags. They were real. And right now, their faces are plastered across missing posters instead of family photo albums. And if this case goes cold, If their names fade from memory, then we failed them a second time. That's why I'm speaking directly to you again. Because our last channel was taken down for daring to keep cases like this alive. Because silence is what killed Jack and Lilly. Silence from systems. Silence from the people who knew more. Silence from platforms that erase these stories instead of amplifying them. Don't let it happen again. Subscribe right now. Share this video with at least one person. Comment their names. Jack and Lilly Sullivan. To beat the algorithm. Every view, every share, every subscription is an act of defiance. It says to the system, we see you, we're watching, we're not letting this case disappear. Because if we don't speak, if we don't fight, then who will? Tonight the case of Jack and Lilly Sullivan remains officially open. No arrests, no charges, no justice. But we are left with bigger questions. Who is being protected? What secrets are being hidden? And how many more children will vanish before we decide that backroom deals and courtroom whispers are not good enough? This is Criminal Pattern Reloaded, and we're not going anywhere. The fight for Jack and Lilly's truth is only just beginning.